My gosh, back at it again. It's the next, latest, newest episode of Unpopular Opinion, y'all. Come on now. Let me hear from you. Anyway, that's what we doing. It's that day. It's that time. And it's about to go down. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And what am I talking about? What am I referencing? Talking about the fight that will take place on Netflix. It's a couple of things coming on Netflix tonight, but the one thing that I'm talking about in particular is the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson fight. That's what we're talking about. That's what we're going to talk about for just a moment. And all I just got to say is it's been a lot of hype surrounding it. There's been a lot of talk and a lot of shadow across generations, you know. But one thing about it is it will be finally settled in the ring. There was some delays. Some people thought it would happen. Others thought it wouldn't happen. But it's finally going to happen. And now I just want to see it happen. And as I'm kind of scrolling down these particular, I know you saw that one, images. One thing about it is this: we know Jake Paul's background, we know Mike Tyson's background. They both have a background. They both have an upbringing. I watched the docu series that leads you up to the fight, 3 episodes. If I mean, you got a couple hours before the fight come on, you might as well go on and watch them now. Why not? But it's pretty interesting. It gives you some perspective based on what was shown in those videos pertaining to the training regimen and concern for one fighter. Now, the one thing, well, I'm just gonna look at it this way. I'm just gonna look at it this way. Tyson has age, experience, power, skill, technique, mentality, and that just don't give a type of spirit that makes him Iron Mike Tyson. I feel like they call him Iron Mike Tyson because it's like he can't keep him down. You can't stop him for whatever reason. But I think they also call him Iron Mike because when he hits you, it feels like some steel. Jake Paul, he has youth and some ambition. That's the only thing I can say that Jake Paul has. Youth and ambition. And I feel like youth and his ambition can be a positive for him because he just don't know. And he's young and he probably could take a punch or whatever. But I also think that youth and that ambition is a negative, you know. I feel like it's a strength for him on the one hand, but I also feel like it's a weakness. And for Tyson, his age, some might look at it as a weakness, but I feel like it's a strength. It might be viewed as a weakness, yes, but I feel like it's also a strength because it comes with so much experience and so much wisdom. And throughout the documentary, they talked about the last thing to go is your power. Mike still got the power. I don't think Jake Paul has seen the power of the likes of Iron Mike Tyson. I'm just saying, he's still Mike. And for me, it's like Mike, he summed it up. He said, he a natural born killer. And Jake Paul is a manufactured killer. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen, man. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. We're gonna see what's gonna happen. I ain't even gonna do all this. I ain't even gonna do all this. What we gonna do next? We're gonna look at a few things. Let me share. Yeah, we're just gonna keep it just where we at. In this particular tale, it's gonna draw a crowd. It's gonna be a money maker. We know Mike smacked Jake in the face off, weigh in, whatever it is. But in the documentary, I also saw how Jake Paul said that boxing has really saved him because he got so caught up in the Hollywood TV lifestyle that he was really in a bad place, doing a lot of things to his body that were not healthy, doing a lot of things to his mind and spirit that were not healthy. And boxing is a way for him to be focused and hone in on doing something where he has to always take care of his body physically, mentally, and spiritually. Even though boxing is the ultimate, uh, the word slips my mind at the moment, but it's the ultimate sport, man. Because you can play basketball, you can play football, play baseball. You can play a lot of sports, but you can't play boxing. You just have to live boxing, do boxing, and be boxing. So, while right now people may not be cool with the way that Jake Paul is coming to the sport of boxing, at this point, I'm just gonna say he is a boxer. Because for someone that has actually gone through what he's gone through and done what he's done, he can actually be considered a boxer. But let's do this breakdown right here. So we got age 27 versus 58. We got 58 fights. Dang, Mike been fighting all his life. He had a fight a year of his life, man. Yeah, yeah, 10 wins for Jake Paul out of 11 fights. 10 wins out of 11 fights. Mike been fighting for a while. 58 wins, no, 50 wins out of 58 fights. 6 losses, 2 no contests. 44 knockouts. 5-10 6-1. Yeah, 5-10 6-1. So they ain't too big a difference. I don't even know what they're doing with this 14th 2 pound, man. Why y'all ain't just put it up there? I would have been more interested also in just kind of seeing their reach as well. But it is what it is. I'll be there. I'll be ready to watch. You may be interested in tuning in for the undercards, but I'm ready for the main event because I actually be tuning in to the Alabama High School Athletic Association 7A football playoffs. It's about to go down in the second round. It's about to go down in the second round, y'all. I'm gonna move me out the way. Well, it really don't matter. I could have stayed where I was. I'm gonna keep staying on the bottom. My left, your right corner. Blow this up. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna have to edit. So this is what we got for this second round. We have the Auburn Tigers versus the Thompson Warriors. Enterprise versus Baker. Baker, they squeaked in though. Hewitt, Hewitt messed up the opportunity for a whole region to be wiped out of the playoffs and a whole region to advance to the next set of playoffs. That's crazy because Thompson, Vestavia, and Hoover are all in the same region. Auburn, Central Phoenix City, and Opelika are all a part of the other region. So region 2 and 3 or region 1 and 2, I can't remember what it is. I think it's region 2 and 3. Basically put it like this. The best football, they mainly play football. Where the best football happens is in the middle of the state of Alabama. It is what it is. Middle of the state. You can draw a line a little bit above Birmingham. You draw a line a little bit below Montgomery. Middle of the state is where it goes down. Coming from east to west, in that midsection, that's where you get the best football. But just some too early assumptions, predictions. I'm picking Auburn to beat Thompson. Thompson had a run. They done been up like 6 years in a row. Won 4 out of the 6. I don't think they're gonna make it back to the championship this year. Enterprise gonna smoke Baker to advance, and Auburn and Enterprise gonna face off. Auburn gonna beat Enterprise. Then you got Vestavia and Central Phoenix City. Central Phoenix City gonna smoke Vestavia. Hoover and Opelika. Opelika gonna smoke Central Phoenix City. No, Opelika is gonna smoke Hoover. I said that wrong. Let me correct that. Opelika will beat Hoover. Central Phoenix City will beat Vestavia. Opelika versus Central Phoenix City. That's gonna get interesting because Central Phoenix City lost to Opelika in the regular season in Opelika. Central Phoenix City will then be playing Opelika at home. I can't call that game. I feel like it probably will go in favor of Central Phoenix City only because it's hard to beat somebody twice, and then also they're gonna play at home. But Opelika is very dominant. They're very hungry, and they could do it. They could do it, but sometimes teams just have your number. But I don't know. I'm not gonna predict or call that matchup. What I can tell you is that Opelika and Central Phoenix City will face off in the third round for a chance to go play in the state championship. Auburn versus Enterprise. Auburn going back to the championship. They were there 2 years ago and played Thompson. They played Thompson a couple of times. What am I saying? But anyway, the point of it is this: it's going to be an all Region 2 championship. because Opelika, Central Phoenix City, and Auburn are all a part of the same region. So we got some good stuff going on tonight. If you are ever interested in watching any of these competitive sporting events, feel free to tap in. You can watch any of those high school games on the National Federation of High School channel, the NFHS, brought to you by the Alabama High School Athletic Association. And you can watch the Jake Paul Mike Tyson fight. Yes, I said it. The Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight on Netflix. Tap in, lock in, my friends. But as we always say on here, because as we always do, I'm just sharing my opinion. And I have my opinion. You have your opinion. We all have our opinions. And that opinion may very well be an unpopular opinion.